All right.
Don't you? Yeah, all right, mate. Don't you? Yeah, all right.
What are you talking about?
Well, you just told us what was in your little thermos that your mum made for you.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're going. We're going.
Might be edited out later on. But
So what's in your thermos there?
Yeah, go on, tell everybody.
Little sick boy?
Tell everyone.
I've got a thermos with lemon and ginger tea in it.
Really? Really?
What the hell are you laughing at? What, you got a problem with lemon and ginger tea, Marko?
Come on. You need to. Like, we've been putting up with this for 4 weeks now, this little sniffle you've had.
Mate, just get some strepsils. Just, don't bring in your little concoctions.
Just bring in some scotch. Toughen up.
Oh, I think it's ridiculous. You guys are laughing about lemon. Yeah, I guarantee there'll be people listening right now who drink lemon and ginger tea on the regular.
No, I guarantee you 90% of our audience is thinking twice about Third Man. Bringing in lemon and ginger
I don't think
tea
you know our audience.
And expecting that that's going to do something.
No, our audience is, we're not of the woke variety.
No,
we
not.
are clearly not woke.
We're not.
We are not woke.
Are you saying woke people drink lemon and ginger tea?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Of course they do.
I don't want to hear it from you, Marko. You drink shandies, buddy, so you have got no pole to stand on here.
That's only because I can't drink very much. That's the only reason. And I like drinking. I love drinking.
So
pots.
how long you been on the lemon and ginger?
Well, I've had a cold for what feels like forever. It's about 3 weeks.
No.
3 weeks. So, and your cold hasn't got better. So it's clearly not working.
No, it's gotten a little bit better.
No, it hasn't.
Not from that. So I'm going to give you some advice. Go and do your research,
right?
Which is foreign to you.
Yeah.
Go and get a concoction that actually works.
Right.
Scotch. You got to drown it, mate. There is only one way to get rid of bugs. You drown them.
I've been murdering Armour Force, Codral.
Armour Force?
Yeah, Armour Force is good.
What is it? Oh, clearly. You haven't been better for 3 weeks.
No, okay.
Have you
Have a Barocca, dude. Just have some vitamin C.
Marko goes in for surgery, comes out a day later playing golf, and what are you drinking?
Barocca.
Exactly.
If I need anything,
That's
bang. It's
tough
fixed.
Tough as old desert boots.
Okay.
Mark Allen.
We are 2 minutes into the pod, and I reckon we've lost pretty much every listener because they don't give a rat's ass about lemon and ginger tea discussions.
They love laughing at people like you.
Well, just do us a favour and try something different. It's not working.
Okay.
It's not cool and quite embarrassing to actually sit here with you, and you're acknowledging that.
I want to hear your traffic story. You've been busting to tell it.
Oh, I got stitched up. I consider
myself...
You
got stitched up?
Yeah, I consider myself pretty
handy in the roads?
Oh, very.
You know your way around town.
I'm Sevi Ballesteros with a wedge in my hand on the roads.
You know how to get out of any situation.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true because quite often we've left the office.
Oh, you won't beat me to play to point B.
But you were like that before Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
Apple CarPlay's ruined your old trick, which was I know the fastest way.
I was unstoppable because I worked at Telstra for 12 months and all we did was travel around Melbourne, so I know every back street and. Anyway,
you do spend a lot of time on the road still.
Yeah, I do. I'm 2 hours a day minimum in the car. Yesterday I was in the car for 6 hours. So
how's your back?
It's got the new car. It's actually really good.
Oh, massager?
No massager, but heated seats.
Oh, yeah.
Little heated seats. I bought a 10-year-old car.
Heated seats.
Yeah.
And you're ripping the piss out of me for lemon and ginger tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know what heated seats do? They keep your back warm.
Yeah, so you don't get colds.
No one knows what lemon and ginger tea does.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay?
Nothing. Other than makes your wee smell and look yellow.
Okay. Continue.
So at 6:30 this morning, I get on the road.
Yeah.
And there's in Geelong at 6:30. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty dormant.
Is it?
At 6:30.
I would have thought it'd been a bit of hustle and bustle about Geelong at 6 a.m.
Not down Shannon Avenue. It's pretty quiet, right?
Yeah, Moorabool Street, not exactly peaking at 6:30.
So there's a Queensland driver, and I don't like Queensland drivers at the moment because one just took my daughter out in her car a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, another story. So there's this bus. It's like a high ace or a minivan type bus,
right?
And you can tell him and his partner are either living in it or they're travelling around. Right, so it's one of those, I don't want to say hippie buses, but it looked like a hippie bus run down.
Mate,
Queensland.
If it's got Queensland plates and it's got curtains, it's a hippie bus.
So Shannon Avenue's 2 lanes, and he goes to turn left,
right,
which is okay. There's no cars coming. You just turn left, but he goes to turn
from what lane?
From the middle lane.
No.
So I give him a honk.
As you should.
As I should. So I go around him.
What length of time was it a polite honk?
No,
or was it a be careful honk?
Nah.
It's just a be careful honk.
It's a be careful honk, but hey, idiot, get in the left-hand lane when you're doing it.
So it's a be careful honk with a little bit of attitude.
Yep. So he's got the window wound down, and as I go past, he gives me the thumbs up.
Nice.
And I thought, he acknowledges it.
That's okay.
And as I go past, I'm still looking, and he flips it. And he goes, no! He flipped it. He flipped it. So he's gone from the thumb on the side and raised the middle finger.
So if you're a listener, just put your thumb up right now and then twist it to the right and lift the middle finger.
And gave me the bird.
That is magnificent.
And I've gone, you champion. I thought, that is so good. Like you mongrel champion. I was so happy for him.
That is good.
I was going to, I drove away and I thought, yep, you got me.
Yeah.
You just got me.
So at one point, you were going, I admire you for admitting that you have made a mistake.
Thanks, mate.
You've just made my morning and I feel good about
I love
myself.
it when you get acknowledged.
Yep. 2.
And then he just stuck it up me.
Stick this up your ass.
And he's turned off and he would have been laughing. And it was so good.
Did you ever do that thing at school when we were kids when you do the middle finger but you kind of wind it up?
Yeah, very good. I like the wind up.
It's quite
You can't do that when you're driving, but this one was, he just got me. And I hadn't seen it for 20 years. Like, that's how good it was. And I thought, you're too good for me.
Is it good enough that you think you might steal that and use it?
I am going to use that every day. Every day.
How many pods have we done and you have not yet learned to turn your phone off?
Every day I'm going to use that.
No apology, mate. You hear that?
No, he doesn't.
So, and I reckon you'll use it. Third man, you'll use it too.
I'm envisioning situations I can use it with my kids.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, it's so good.
Great job.
In fact, it worked with the double thumbs up too. The double thumbs up can get into a double bird situation.
Good work. Bang.
Yeah.
It's so clean.
Yeah. So I reckon the thumbs up is great because you feel good about yourself, and then you just get roasted with the bird. It just takes. It's a range of emotions.
Yeah.
And that's all you want to feel. And you kind of. I actually drove away laughing. I thought, nah, you're too good, mate.
Yeah, that's good.
For a Queenslander in a beat up old high ace. Congratulations to you, sir.
A hippie.
Yep.
Yeah, hippie gotcha.
You got me.
Speaking of travelling, I've got a question for you guys, which is to do with travel, but it's more to do with contract law.
Well, it's right up my alley.
Oh, yeah. We specialise in it.
You guys know much about contract law? You
Mate,
good?
Please. We invented it.
Well, I did think about getting Dennis Denudo on because he's
No. We've had our fair share of contracts.
We follow logic.
Yep.
And that's what contract law is all about.
Well,
logic.
I think
one we're not probably strong on is prenups, but other than that, we're really good, right?
Okay.
Okay. So other than prenups, we can handle anything.
This is not a prenup.
Okay, good.
Oh, but actually, it could lead to that. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I was in Wollongong and I got dropped off by my brother.
Well, you might just call it the gong. Call it the gong.
You're letting me know how I can call my hometown.
Yes.
Okay.
It's for our listeners.
I see.
And we understand our listeners.
Yeah,
and the
okay.
listeners like things abbreviated.
Which clearly I don't, given the lemon and ginger tea situation.
That's it.
Anyway, my brother dropped me off at the train station in a suburb called Unanderra near Mum's place to go up to Sydney.
Is that Uni or Darren?
Unanderra.
UD for our mates.
Dara. UD.
Often called by people who don't know Unanderra, which is awfully embarrassing for me.
Okay.
Anyway, Unanderra station. And at train stations in Wollongong, they've got a sign where you get dropped off called Kiss and Ride.
Right.
Now, if I'm getting dropped off, am I entering into a contractual situation with New South Wales Transit Company or whatever it is to kiss the person who is dropping me off, or is it a optional situation?
It's optional, Dan. It's very optional.
Because I'll tell you now, if you're getting dropped off by Mohammed, your Uber driver, or Julie, your Uber driver, I think kissing and being dropped off would be inappropriate.
It sounds to me that Unanderra might be a long way from the local school. Unanderra. It sounds like it might be a long way from the local school. And what that sign is meant for is for parents of their children kissing and dropping off. Not you, Dan.
Not middle-aged men drinking.
The sign doesn't say parents, and look at that sign. Kiss and ride. That's what the sign says.
Yeah, I grant you it is presumptuous.
Kiss and ride.
I'll
Can
give
we
you that.
post that? Can we post that?
I think we should.
Sure.
Because the sign doesn't even make sense. He's got a bloke with his hand out.
So we kiss the hand?
What, do you kiss the hand or...
Drop off and pick up here, kiss and ride.
So kiss and ride off.
See, it doesn't even... See, if you're going to have a kiss and ride sign, you're going to have two people
Yeah.
like smooching, like this silhouette of two people about to kiss.
See, in America, yeah, there you are. In America, it's called kiss and go, and that's at schools, to where you kiss your kid and you go. Get out of here. We don't want any more.
What if you're dropping off other people's kids?
Well, you don't kiss them.
Just go.
I think this is a contractual question. That's what I'm curious about. But it sounds like you guys don't believe it is.
No,
Well, I reckon you can be blowing kisses.
Yeah.
I think that's the safest way of doing it. Yeah.
When I was a kid, Mum would drop us off at primary school, and she would get a wet tissue out of a pocket and go lick it and rub toothpaste off the school shirt that we'd inevitably dropped on our shirt.
Horrible.
And there is nothing more embarrassing than getting your mum doing that when you're 8 years old.
Yeah.
It is the worst.
Have you seen on YouTube and Twitter and all that sort of stuff, the kiss cam?
Yeah, love it. Love it. Love the kiss
now
cam.
that is so good. And some of them are not good, where, someone's sitting next to a glamour and he goes to plant one on her and she just smacks him in the face, Or, you see, the pressure's on to kiss and he goes, it's my sister. That sort of stuff.
I think the kiss cam is the greatest thing that happened to quarter time, half time, and three-quarter time in sport.
Kiss cam's good.
It is the best.
And the lookalike cams too, where you'll have ZZ Top and then they'll find someone in the crowd that looks like...
Yeah.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that one.
Oh, they're really clever.
I like the dozer when someone's just snoozing.
Yeah.
And they just leave it on the snoozer until somebody pats them on the shoulder.
They count them. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
that's it. They got the clock in the corner. They got the clock in the corner. The dozer is a ripper.
Yep.
It's a real American thing. They don't do it as much over here, do they, for some reason?
Well, footy's changing here in the AFL. Like, you go to the footy now and it is... music at halftime, music at quarter time, music before the game.
Music after a goal if you go watch the Lions play.
But it's also other teams as well. Like, I went and saw... I was at Marvel the other day and they were doing it. They were having music at Marvel for the Bulldogs.
Well, after goal kickers.
When they were kicking goals.
Righto.
But it was funny because only some players had music after their goals and the other players didn't.
Well, that's not fair.
After the goals or when they're lining up?
No, you're not going to play while they're lining up.
It's in the celebration.
They got a country road before he kicks it.
That's what I thought. I would have thought it was weird. I thought that's what you said.
No. After they kick a goal and they go back into the centre. But if you're going to choose a song, you're going to choose something good.
Yeah. What's the one Sydney plays all the time? Sydney plays the Neil Diamond.
Yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. It's a good one.
And Port come out to Never Tear Us Apart.
Yes. I'm surprised more teams haven't done the before the game song.
But if you're a footballer, you'd choose something stupid. Like Barbie Girl or Achy Breaky Heart or just something real.
You choose something stupid.
Don't break my heart. Imagine you did that every time you get the goal.
What would you choose? If you had to choose a song, let's say you're going back 30 years, 20 years and you're playing, what's your song?
Oh, we walk like an Egyptian. With the Bengals.
Jeez.
And then I'd be doing
You'd be actually doing it.
Yeah.
You'd be getting the neck up.
That'd be.
If you could choose... Okay, all right.
Now, when it comes to music, me and Marko are all over it. So don't try and baffle us and don't try and put us down.
I'm not trying to.
Okay, because we're not Molly Meldrum-esque, but we're not far off.
No. We got a bloke who used to work at Oz Stereo for a billion years. You know your stuff, so don't mock us.
I'm not mocking you at all. I do want to know, though, if you could choose a singer to have a date night with, would it be Susanna Hoffs?
It would have been 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
No, 25 years ago, Susanna Hoff.
Yeah.
10 years ago, it would have been Katy Perry.
Yeah. See,
Kylie Minogue.
I'm Danny Minogue every day of the week. It's just
she doesn't sing.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
She's one of the great singers our country has ever produced.
I prefer Tina Arena.
Yeah, well, Tina's a god.
Tina's a god.
She's a god
especially
Paris.
in France.
Yeah, absolute god.
So hang on. If I was to have dinner with one singer,
date night, date night.
It's a date night, so it's not okay.
Danny Minogue.
Danny Minogue out of all the women on the planet.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I had the hots for her. I thought she was gorgeous.
I know she. Well, she's had work done.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Her work looks good.
Yeah, no, her work is mighty fun.
Whoever's doing her stuff.
I tell you who I did love too.
Need to get a hold of
a few years ago was Shania Twain.
Oh, yeah.
Just a beautiful country lass. Not lad, lass. Gorgeous.
Yeah, she was good.
Anastasia. Anastasia would have been.
Wow.
And I'm not sure if is Anastasia still kicking around.
I don't know.
She hasn't had a release for a while.
No, she had a couple of big songs in the late 90s.
What about the chick you got to sing Happy Birthday to Me?
Yeah, that was Susanna Hoffs.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, Delta Goodrum.
Delta Goodrum
sang Happy Birthday.
That was amazing. How'd you get that? How'd you get Delta Goodrum to sing Happy Birthday at my 50th? That was unbelievable.
I don't want to brag, but...
I'm tipping it wasn't Ox. I'm tipping he got someone to organise it for
No,
him.
it was Delta.
I rang her.
100% Delta.
I got her number and I rang her up and I said, Delta, this is an unusual request. I know you're probably a big fan of Mark Allen. This is his story.
Right.
And she said, no problem. And she was such a good sport over it.
She was awesome.
Yeah,
a nice little message. There was a bit of Marilyn Monroe in the message style voice as well. Yeah, there's a bit of that.
Were you picking up a bit of twinkling from Delta towards you?
No, she never saw me. We're never in the same room.
So Mark turned 50 and we got a number of people to wish him happy birthday.
Yeah, it's because everyone thought I was going to fall off the perch. I was pretty sick.
No.
Everyone thought I was in real trouble. So everybody rang and said, hey, listen, I've got a mate who's about to die. Would you sing happy birthday? Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I didn't say like that. I said, look, he's got more than 3 or 4 weeks, so let's just not overplay it. It was good. We got Ed Maguire and Bucks.
Oh mate, it was unbelievable.
We got some.
Got everybody. You got the Melbourne Storm.
Did we get the Shark?
No, you didn't get the Shark. I tell you what, you got Sam Peng.
Oh,
you got Sam Peng and
it's like a who's who.
And Mick.
Mick. Yeah, you got Mick Malloy
to get Colin Montgomery.
No, I tried Colin. He hasn't ring back.
That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been great.
That would have been a good one.
Did I get Robert Allenby?
No, you didn't get Robert Allenby. You foolish man.
Lee Diffie?
No, Lee Diffie.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You're bringing back some bad memories now.
No, I'm sorry. Just on music for 1 second. Because I've been travelling up and down the highway, the only station I could actually find was Triple J. Now, I've never listened
to Triple J?
Well, because it was Triple J must go right through the country area. Like it's a national broadcast.
Well, it's the same broadcast content everywhere. Yeah.
So yeah, but they seem to have good coverage up and down the highway compared to Triple M runs out at Seymour. Like they all pretty much run out at Seymour.
Is that ABC run Triple J?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So they've got the network. They can just pump it right around the whole country.
So 11:40 on Saturday, there was a song that came on. I didn't realise swearing was allowed on normal radio.
What are you talking about?
This song was I want to F you. I want to F you.
On Triple J.
But not once or twice. It was 30 times throughout the song. I thought I liked this song.
That was the chorus, wasn't
it? So I tried to find, but no, it was really sexy and raunchy. Like
really,
kind of.
Did you pull over?
Well, not there and then, but I did enough to go back and have a look, and I tried to identify the song, but I couldn't identify.
Didn't it come up on your radio? Usually, if it's on the radio, it comes up.
I've been driving the mother-in-law's Holden Rodeo from 2005.
Yeah, okay.
It doesn't come. Nothing comes up.
Does it come up on FM, or is it only digital?
No, it depends. It depends what they've got set up.
So can you find that? It's 11:40 on Saturday. I want to know the name of that song because I want it as my ringtone.
This is what my life has become. But yes, I will find out what that song is for you, Ox.
Because it was really. But I didn't think you're allowed to swear on commercial radio.
Well, it's not commercial radio. It's Triple J.
Yeah,
they're not governed by the same rules.
That's ABC.
Why aren't they governed by the same rules?
Because they don't have the same. It's called the commercial radio codes. They're not governed by that.
Well, why don't we start up our own radio station and do that?
Well, you got the money for a license?
How much is a license? How much is a license?
What do you mean if they've got?
Why do they need a license if they're not governed by anybody?
Because they're owned by the government and they have a license to broadcast.
Well, the government should not be putting that stuff on air. If I'm sitting in the car and my kids are listening to that, my kids are okay, but they're of age. But if little kiddies, like 10 and 12-year-olds, are listening to Triple J coming up down the freeway,
little Johnny,
goodness me.
You do sound a bit old man yelling at cloud right now.
Maybe, but But since I didn't realise that was, I thought only Howard Stern could do that on internet radio.
No, you can. Even commercial radio can as well, to some extent, depending on the station.
Oh, you cannot. Triple M couldn't put that song on.
No, I'm not saying they could. But
why could they?
Because they're like a Triple J.
They're government owned.
It's a different code that they follow.
Well, let's follow that code.
Well, you can't.
That's a good code to follow.
You can't. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll find out what their song was for you. If you do one thing for me,
all right,
come up with a killer stat after the break.
Done.
All right. This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode, and it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
I'm a scat man.
I love that. I love that little static track. Yeah. That song. That's a good song. Yeah. That could be my ringtone.
Yeah.
That's a good ringtone.
Well, what about after you kick a goal? That could have been it.
Yeah,
would have been
good.
perfect.
Now, the stat...
hang on. Can I tell you a quick story about my mother and ringtones?
Please.
Oh, this is so funny.
Please.
So, Mum, who I love to pieces, she's incredible. She said, I really want Lovers in the Air, John Paul Young, as my ringtone.
What a beautiful song.
I love that song. In fact, if I was an AFL player, I kicked a goal,
in the air.
I would have that as my song after a goal. Do 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 do, lovers in the air.
It's a great song. So I set it up for Mum on a phone, and it works time. It's really, really good. Anyway, then we wandered off. Went back. I had to call her a couple of days later, and she's answered the phone, and she said, "So did you hear it?" I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Lovers in the air." I said, no, Mum, that's not quite how that works. It's your ringtone. You hear it, but it was quite. It was adorable.
That's very cute.
Aunt Mum is the best.
How old's your mum?
Mum is 74.
Yeah, g'day, Mrs. Third Man.
Mrs. Third Man. I've got two. I can give you a stat.
No, give us both, mate. You just rock us with two stats.
Two stats.
Yeah, you
breaking the rules.
One's an animal stat, and the other one is a general knowledge stat.
Well, let's start with the general knowledge.
Okay, and this one's general knowledge, but also because we've got a lot of country listeners, this is to do with the country.
Oh, nice.
Okay, every 4 minutes and 13 seconds, there is enough wool produced, enough wool, from sheep, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Produced around the world to make a jumper big enough to fit over the Statue of Liberty.
That's a pretty funny stat.
Like the whole, just a jumper.
A jumper that go over the top of the whole of the Statue of Liberty. That's how much wool is produced around the world.
Well, the French gave them that Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Maybe us here in Australia, we could, for their colder months, get a little shawl made up.
We should. We should. It'd be cold standing out there all day, every day.
That's a good stat. I'll rate that one.
That is very good.
Another stat.
Yeah, go on.
And this is my animal stat.
Yeah.
A hippo's jaws are wide enough to fit a 911 motor vehicle in them.
A hippo's jaws?
What's a 911 motor vehicle?
Porsche.
Oh, right.
A hippo could fit a Porsche's front nose
911 in
its gob.
In its mouth.
I don't believe that.
It's true.
Have you got a picture?
My word, I do.
It's a little car.
It's not. It's a 911 Porsche.
It's a little car.
It's fact. A hippo's jaw opens wide enough to fit a sports car 911
You're
Porsche.
dreaming, mate. You're fair income dreaming.
I'm telling you. Have you ever stood next to a hippo?
No.
Either have I. Now, but what I do know, I've seen one at the zoo, and they're enormous. But when their mouths can open to vertical, to horizontal. Think about that.
Nah.
Think about it. How big do you reckon their snout is? It's got to be 1.5 meters. It'd be 1 meter to 1.5 meters.
Yeah.
So it's 2 ways plus the gap.
Yeah.
And a Porsche would be 2 meters wide, or 1.5 meters wide, easily.
Jesus.
They're very aggressive. I know that.
They kill more people than any other animal.
Hippos?
Yeah, they do. They're really dangerous.
Where's that stat?
Look
that stat up, please.
That's for another time. I can't give you all my gold at once.
Hey, I said you were dreaming. Can I just tell you, while I remember it, yeah, great. They weren't bad. A little bit unbelievable, the hippo one, but
I reckon the jumper of the Statue of Liberty is unbelievable.
No, I believe that.
I think the jump on was a cracker. The hippo one's good too. I think Mark's been very harsh on you today, Ox.
Can I just? I feel like I need.
Hang on. Just slow down.
Psychological.
Take a breath, and start again.
I feel like I need a psychological evaluation.
Well, you've come to the right place. I'm listening.
Thank you.
Well, listen.
I've had some real weird dreams just lately.
Oh.
And it's not just
Danny
one
Minogue?
dream.
Danny Minogue dreams?
No, maybe 10 years ago,
Yep.
but not anymore. I'm dreaming that I'm Willy Wonka. What are you laughing for? Yeah. I'm worried about it, right? And it's the opening scene when he comes out and he's kind of limping and then he does the backflip.
Yeah.
But I'm in the purple suit. I don't understand what that is. Why would that be? And then I'll get up and have a piss, right? This is what I do. Then I go back to bed and then I start dreaming like real porn dreams. I don't know what's going on in my head. What the hell is going on? I just want to know, is anybody else out there
having Willy Wonka dreams?
Having Willy Wonka dreams into the nudie stuff. It's like I feel I'm worried that I'm turning into a sick human being.
I've had a lot of people come in to my space and share their stories.
Have you got a bad dream wing?
I've had no Willy Wonka-ness ever. You're a first, so you're breaking new ground in that respect. A lot of the other stuff, yes, that's part and parcel of addiction.
Yeah.
You're not an addict though. I know you can turn things on and off.
But I'm worried about it.
You love your chocolate though.
I do love a bit of chocolate.
And you love your Oompa Loompas. I know that.
Yeah. And I do like Gene Wilder.
Do you?
Yeah, I think he was a good actor.
See no evil, hear no evil. His best movie ever made.
So this is the key question too. When you're dreaming of being Willy Wonka, are you Johnny Depp Wonka or Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, okay.
The second one was stupid.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But I don't know what that means, and I'm hopeful that.
Didn't Hugh Grant just do one as well?
Yeah, he did it. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did one as well.
And it's the prequel to Willy. I actually want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
Apparently it's pretty good.
I want to see it. Yeah. And he's actually a Oompa Loompa.
So do you do the backflip? Do you do the forward flip?
The forward flip.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And then you go and do a wee.
And then I go do a wee.
How many wees do you do a night?
Just one. Just one.
I don't. I can't remember the last time I got up during the night.
That's the dream.
I value my sleep too much. I just
so even
if I'm busting, I just hang on.
So
I prefer to bust to go to the toilet than get cold.
Look, it looks like you two can't help me. So I'm hopeful that our audience can help. If you've got any idea,
I don't think anyone can help you.
If you've got any idea what it means that I'm having this stupid dream at least 3 times a week,
hang on, I'll ask
that
Google.
I am Willy Wonka.
I'll ask Google. Hey Google.
Hey Siri.
Oh,
go. Hey Siri. It's your phone.
Hey Siri. What does it mean when you're having Willy Wonka dreams?
Now, while we wait for that, you realise we just set off about 800 Siris all around the country.
You set mine off.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
Every good thing in this world started with the dream, Willy Wonka. That's what come up on my phone.
Here it is. Okay, I feel a little bit silly about these dreams, but a bit embarrassing to be typing them. But I strongly feel the dream, particularly the second or two, at a measure.
So it's not just me.
No, this is
other people are having Willy Wonka dreams. That's good. That's made me feel better.
Hang on, this is
because I don't want to dream about Willy Wonka anymore. I've had enough.
It is a strange thing to dream about.
My goodness me! Can we put this link up?
What this is a common phenomenon?
Yes.
Wow.
Really?
So Wonka was asking me about ideas and inventions, drawings, etc., but it always seemed as if he was talking about something other than what he was actually doing. I felt very, very drawn to this man.
So there you go.
My goodness.
You might need here at MyHab to put on another level. The Willy Wonka level.
Oh, my Lord.
For a dream analysis.
There's stats.
There are hundreds of posts about people having Willy Wonka dreams.
That has made me feel so much better.
You are not on your own.
It's bringing it's bringing you back to your childhood. That's what they're all saying.
Is there a community I can become a part of? The Willy Wonka dreaming community?
Yeah, it's called Wonkiness.
Did you make that up?
The Wonkiness.
Yeah, the Wonkiness Society.
The Wonkiness Society.
And then it goes on and goes, this boy goes, I understand, Willy Wonka. I'm having dreams about Transformers.
Oh, gosh.
Well,
Goodness me.
what a sicko he is. Having
last
dreams about Transformers.
Yeah.
What a freak.
So last week we talked about Wodonga v Wollongong. A little bit of discussion around there. I think the jury was very clear on what was the greater city of the two.
The Gong versus Donga. Yep.
We did do a poll, and we have some results.
Oh, really?
No, we didn't do a poll.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't do a poll.
Please tell me we got some feedback. Or
we did get some
something.
feedback, but we also have Dean who wants to have a chat to you.
Where's he from?
particularly, Ox. He is from Wodonga.
Oh.
And he would like to have a conversation about said city.
I wonder if he knows Trev.
Sin City?
Said city.
Oh, I was going to say, it's not Sin City, is it?
No. So this is
if it
Dean.
is.
I wonder if he knows Trevor the thief.
Ooh,
Oh, we'll ask him.
yeah.
Maybe he's got some ideas.
Haven't seen Trev for a while.
Haven't you?
No.
Well, he was locked up last time you spoke to him.
Hello, Dean speaking.
G'day, Dean. It's Ox and Marko. How are you?
Oh, g'day, Ox and Marko. How are you? Yeah, good to speak to you. I'm well.
Hey, Dean, we understand that you're in Wodonga.
I am, yeah. Moved up here about 2.5 years ago.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Good part of the world up here, it is.
Where did you move from?
Sorry, from Geelong. Yeah, had a few years down in Geelong prior to that.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, we moved around a bit, but one end of the state to the other.
Is that with work or you're hiding from people?
Bit of both.
Hey, I know you listen to our podcast, Dino, which
I do.
is lovely. Thank you. If you're living up in Wodonga, do you know this Trevor character who's been stealing stuff from Ox's front lawn?
I'm keeping an eye out for him, but I think he's off the streets, isn't he, Ox, at the moment?
He's hidden away at the moment. Just follow the coal, you'll find him. He's when he takes the fireplaces. So we were talking about Wollongong versus Wodonga. Have you had experience in Wollongong?
No, I haven't. No, I've never been there. But,
So are you pumping up Wodonga, or are you or are you hating it?
No, I'll pump up Wodonga. No, it's a good part of the world. Yeah, nice and scenic, and with Albury, it's one big city really.
Yep.
So everything's up here.
Are you a snow skier or?
No, I'm not. No, more golf and footy. So,
Clever.
And what's your favourite course up there on the Murray?
I play at Figuna and at Howlong.
Lovely.
Both pretty good tracks. So, plenty of other courses. Wodonga itself, and went up to Black Bull a couple of weeks ago.
The seventh hole is a ripper at Wodonga. A ripper.
You know what the Howlong Golf Club is famous for?
No.
It doesn't have any yardage markers.
Oh, really?
People are always saying, how long is it to the next hole?
Is that true?
How long?
Howlong is famous for not having any yardage markers on the golf course.
I didn't know that. No, it's a good part of the world. It is.
It is.
Dino, you know where I am, so pop in and have a beer most weekends and most early in the week. I'm around.
I'll keep an eye out for stuff out in the front nature strip. I'll know it's your place, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
All
Good
right.
on you, Dino. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Good on you guys.
See, he sounds like a bloody nice person.
Why would you move from Geelong to Wodonga though?
He's escape.
He's on the run.
Yeah. So you kind of live in, or you kind of spend time in both cities.
Yeah, I do.
What would you? Which one do you rate better?
Geelong.
Yeah.
It's pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
I love Wodonga. All my family are up there.
Oh, yeah, it's
so
beautiful.
Wodonga's a great spot, but Geelong is. My kids are in Geelong. It's close to Melbourne. It's probably 20 years in front of Wodonga, Geelong.
Okay.
And then Geelong's probably 10 years behind Melbourne.
Do you ever go through Shep anymore? I haven't been to Shep for 35 years.
Every time I go past the Shepparton turn-off, I think of you. And I think of Val, I think of Pete, I think of the whole family. You grew up there, kicking oranges and apples around.
Yeah, that's it.
Just making your way.
That's it. Yep.
Geez, they've produced some good bloody sports people out of Shep.
Yeah,
Some rippers.
A couple.
Some rippers.
Last week on the show, you guys made a couple of big comments around the best sportsman of all time.
Yes.
That's right.
And we had 4 in our poll.
Yep.
Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady, Michael Phelps.
Yep.
Now, we weren't saying they were the best 4 ever. We're simply saying of those 4, who was the best.
Right.
And you had a pretty clear-cut view that it was Tom Brady.
I did.
No, I did not.
I
wouldn't have Tom Brady in my top 3.
I did. 7 Super Bowls.
Tom Brady's not even on the podium.
7 Super Bowls.
I know our audience.
All right.
He's not even on the podium.
Well, who wins from our audience vote?
Michael Jordan won
No,
easily.
no. Tom Brady will win this.
I reckon Michael Jordan with 53%.
Wow. Okay.
Tom Brady with 45%.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you who was in third spot.
Go on.
Michael Phelps 13%.
So we should be.
How on earth it's swimming? It's no one swims. Swimmers I don't rate.
There's two things you do in life. You walk or you swim.
Mate, you don't have to swim.
When was the last time you swam?
The last summer.
Were you about to say you got to stay in your own lane? Were you about to say that?
Mate, swimming is the most pathetic sport of all sports.
Number 2, 27%, Tiger Woods.
Yeah, had to be. Had to be Tiwu.
So number 1 is on 56%, and number 4 is on 4%. Number 4 on 4%, Tom Brady.
Oh, yes. It is so obvious.
MJ, 56%.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
4%.
You've been really good at knowing our audience, but you've lost touch.
Yeah.
And I think it's your other podcast. I reckon your other podcast has turned you woke. What's the other podcast called?
Talk Birdie to me.
Talk Birdies to me. Talk Birdie or Birdies?
Singular.
I don't want a birdie. I want birdies.
It's a play on words, though. It's
I
like
know.
talk dirty to me, but it's talk birdie to
That's
me.
not what it is. What are you talking about?
Isn't it? Oh, sure it was.
Well, how did you? But you don't want one bird. You want birds.
Talk
You
birdies to me.
Talk
No.
birdies to me.
We shouldn't argue. He is the slogan king. So
Gee whiz.
Okay.
DJ
When was
agrees
the
with
last
that.
time you walked on the golf course and said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind a birdie today"?
Yeah, not often.
I want to get on there and I want to birdie every bloody hole.
All right. Oh, sure as a play on words, though.
All right, let's change it. We'll fix it up.
DJ agrees with that result, by the way. MJ by a country mile. Now, we also got a message from producer Daz, who wants to order, I don't know if you can, you'll have to answer this, Sox, who wants to order 10 hand sandies because Christmas is not far away.
Yes, I will be able to. Does he want ham sandies or hand sandies?
Hand sandies.
I thought he wanted ham sandies for
No.
Christmas.
Have we found a way?
Now that's an idea.
Christmas hams.
Christmas
the
ham
old ham
sandies.
sandies.
Just on the hand sandies, have we found a factory in China yet, which with the capability of making the quantities that we require?
I'm in discussions with Temu.
Are you?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Temu's a good organisation.
Temu are.
They're killing it.
I think Temu. Can I give you a prediction? I don't make predictions too often. Mm-hmm. My prediction is Temu will be bigger than Amazon within 12 months.
Temu's got a lot of controversy about it too.
Why?
And that's what you need.
What's the controversy?
Oh, just about they're making cheap stuff and they're paying, like people in Chinese villages 2 cents a T-shirt or something.
Are you just making that?
No, it's been
No,
2
it's-
cents a
I'm
T-shirt.
making that stat up, yes,
Yeah.
but they have been having
It's
some
actually 4
controversy.
cents, but
Mate, don't laugh. If they make 1,000 T-shirts, they're going okay.
yeah, they're going right. $4.
Come
$40.
on. What, you make 1,000 T-shirts for $4? Come
40
on.
to
No,
40
no,
US
no,
dollars.
that's profit. That's
40
profit.
US dollars a day in the middle of China.
Oh,
you live
yeah.
like a king.
You are living like a king.
Got a message from Brett Atkinson here. G'day, Ox and Marko. I love the pod. I'm listening to all of them. I'm listening to the one at the moment where you were talking about Diet Coke versus no sugar Coke.
Yes.
Yeah. Geez, that was a while ago. They are exactly the same. The ingredients, he says he's read the ingredients. They're exactly the same, but no sugar is the biggest seller by far. The name does the job.
There you go.
It's interesting.
What's in a name? Everything. Yeah.
Diet Coke
everything.
and no sugar Coke is the same ingredients, he reckons.
I just want
true.
to go back to the ham sandies. Now, this is a Christmas special.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, okay.
I reckon if we sell a Bataki ham, because they're
Yeah.
good friends of ours,
Yeah.
and we put in some gloves to actually handle the ham,
Oh, yeah.
so you're not getting the fat and all the stuff.
So special gloves.
Special gloves, so you can actually deal with the ham and you can put it in the right position.
Yeah.
And then you get the ham sandy bag.
Yeah.
Because every time we have a ham,
Yeah.
you're looking for that bag, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think there's a marketing.
Love it.
Do you know what? I know what we can do here because my brother, he used to do a bit of work for Bondi Sands. So once the tanning was kind of faux pas, everyone wants to tan with a cream.
Yes.
And my brother came up with the gloves
Oh, tan sandies.
that you
Tan sandies.
that you actually use to put the ointment on the young lady's arm so they don't get ridiculously looking tan
Well,
hands.
they're the tan sandies.
See, this is just going.
I'm
ballistic.
telling you now, we can just keep
So we've
going.
got ham sandies, tan sandies,
Yeah.
and sandy
and
sandies,
the hand sandies,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
right.
originals.
and the original.
Yeah, and there'd be more as well. There'd be heaps.
What about when you're installing a fan?
Oh, fancy Andes. Mate,
just
they
gotta
are important.
Protective, because when it's going round, you don't want to lose a finger.
No way. You just have
that's
the
right.
little guards on the fingers.
That makes sense.
You made some comments about 13 Beaches chef and the menu
Please don't back over this.
a couple of weeks ago.
Please don't back over
So we'll get an update in a sec.
Can we please back over it? Golf is played in fours, and when you asked for, was it serving of dim sims, three would come out.
Duck spring rolls. And duck spring rolls and garlic bread.
And only three would
And
come
they come out in threes.
Even though you played fours.
And I said, can we get 4? And they said, well, you can order 4 servings.
But-
we want 3 duck spring rolls, which are the size of your arm.
Yeah.
I said, just can we have one each? No, the chef won't do it. Please do
Has
it.
there been any reaction to your comments?
Not as yet. But
letters usually take a while to arrive.
I've just kind of been changing my emails around so that if something does come my way, it bounces.
So Mark has written in and said, I reckon this is a first world problem, Ox. Oh, look, it is, but I think it's still a legit issue.
Well, we deal with the big stuff here.
Yeah,
We're
we
not
do.
dealing with Mickey Mouse stuff, like real issues.
Angus O'Brien has said, I would like a
Great
reaction.
name, Angus.
I would like
Great
a
name.
reaction pod after Ox gets a letter.
Yeah. Oh, if I get a letter, and
The reaction plot.
And you mentioned Michael Phelps before. Our president is Mr. Phelps, Grant Phelps.
Oh, really?
And Grant Phelps, wonderful operator.
Yeah.
Superb operator.
Yeah, I can tell.
Does like writing letters. Does like writing letters.
It's his thing, is it?
Yeah. I will get. I think I will get a letter.
Did he used to be a headmaster, this Phelps character, by any chance?
I don't know. I know his son. I play golf with his son. His son's a good fella. His son's a ex-gun footballer.
Really? Who did he play for?
Bowen Heads.
Did he? Oh, well, if you're playing for Bowen Heads, you're a good player.
Ooh.
They got a strong team.
And you're rich.
Paper bag? Where do you
I don't know
put
about
the
paper
bags?
bags. I
Where
don't
do you
know.
put the bags?
I don't know, but there's not too many footballers of Bowen Heads that don't do quite well.
Now, speaking of letters, we had the letter from Jenny West to you about her son who identifies as a furry.
Yes.
Now, we published the entire letter on socials. We read a little bit on the pod last week, a week before, but we put the whole letter on socials, which is hilarious, and we had a lot of comments on it.
Really?
A few of those are here. David, this has to be a piss take. The stated age is the giveaway, the age of her son, who I think was in his 30s, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Daniel, at 36 is the best part of that whole letter. Crack me up, well-written Jenny. Al, surely this is a G-up.
No, it's not. This is a legitimate letter.
Brett, there's a school in Dunedin in New Zealand with kiddie litter boxes in the toilets for 2 kids that identify as cats.
That's correct.
Unbelievable what the world is coming to when schools have to bow to pressure from society. What animal is next? The education department need to grow some balls.
Why wouldn't they send those kids to the RSPCA?
I'm not sure it's even real. I reckon that's
No, it's real because I remember there was a teacher responded about teaching these furries. He said, well, I'm not a vet. I'm a teacher. How can I teach animals?
Yeah. Now, New Zealand's got some problems. One of their names,
New Zealand's got some problems.
there was a kid's name there, and you know how we've got bogan spelling over here. New Zealand take it to a different level. So a kid was born with the name T-A. Now, what do you reckon that is?
T-A.
That's how they want the kid's name spelt.
T-A.
T-R?
Tadasha.
Oh, Tadasha. T-A.
Tadasha.
I don't think that reflects on New Zealand. I think that's just an idiot parent.
Yeah, that's right. In New
Oh,
Zealand.
did they register the name? Surely not.
Do they have marijuana
That's
in
what
New
they
Zealand?
want. That's how the name is written.
But it was rejected, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, my
That
gosh.
kid's running around. Tadasha is getting around today.
Do they
with
have
that spelling.
marijuana in New Zealand?
Quite a bit.
Clearly. You're on the Cheech and Chongs if you're naming a kid to Tadasha.
Tadasha with a hyphen.
And the final comment on the letter from Jenny was from Matt Armstrong. This might be a joke, but it's very realistic to some language I hear quite frequently. Hilarious when she said his son is in his 30s. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. So that was a bit of feedback on the letter from Jenny.
Yeah, well, it was a good letter.
Yeah, it was.
It was a good letter and did highlight quite a few things.
All right, who's going to spin that wheel today?
I'll spin it.
You're not going to believe this, Mark.
What is it?
It's a cat joke.
Oh, of course it is.
It's a cat joke.
Of course it's a cat joke. How long's that been up on the...
Couple of weeks.
Okay. So, who delivers Christmas presents to cats?
Not sure.
Santa Claus. He's got claws.
Thank you.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Kitten.
Kitten who?
Stop kidding around and open the door.
Oh, God.
Come on. That is a shocker.
One for you, Marko, because this plays in a couple of your favourites.
Righto.
What did the alien say to the cat?
I don't know.
Take me to your litter.
Yes!
Very nice.
A belter.
See you, boys.
See you guys.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the ENS Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.